Welcome to VINDAL'S Concept and Mass Physics. Today we want to look at the number 2 question for the physics practical for 2023 WAEC or WASI. Anyhow you want to call it. So we want to look at the experiment, the instruction, and what I was able to look at as a guide, a kind of what I'm going to do to make it easier for students and teachers, and especially those who are starting, because it was hard for me when I was starting. So if you look at this question, this is what they brought for us. 2023 physics white paper for number 2 question is optics. It's a rectangular block, a drawing sheet, a drawing board, 4 optical pins, drawing pins, triangular prism, half meter rule, and the plane mirror. I have already done the practical, so after now I will take you to the lab for us to do the experiment. Now look at the diagram that will come out of it, because we have to, everything that was provided here, we use it to carry out the experiment. If you look at HC represent my plane mirror, and then this R1, R2 represent the pins, the optical pins. They are the 4 optical pins. So R1, R2, R4, R3. Then this line is the normal, because you can see angle 90 degree there. So it should be represented angle 90. I'm going to show you how to do all those things. And then when you fix this, then later place your mirror. Where is the mirror? Yes, the plane mirror. You place it at this place. Then stay here and view. Whatever you see, you put the pins R3 and R4. Then join the line. Draw your perpendicular line. Make angle 90. Produce this to T. Produce this to T. Then measure this angle cos theta. So after a careful experiment, this is what I was able to come up with as my table of value for this experiment. Your own may be different. The question WAEC is going to bring may also be different from this, but this is what I have done to give you a guide on what to do. But I also want you to know that this experiment is mainly of a total internal reflection. It's a total internal reflection, which this is all about. Let's just go because of time. And also remember not to forget. Remember, you should not forget to subscribe to this channel. Share this video to other people who don't have it for them to have access to it. Comment and like. It will give us encouragement for us to push further. All right, look at the instruction provided. It said, place the equilateral triangular prism on the drawing board paper, trace the outline AB, remove the prism, draw a line NO. Now, draw the line NO. Look at NO. That means a straight line. After putting your pins, you draw these straight lines such that it makes an angle 25 degrees with the normal at a point O on the side AB. This is side AB, and this is the normal. This is the angle you are looking for, called the incident angle. And that is going to be 25. It said fix 2 pins R1 and R2 vertically on the line NO. Replace the prism on its outline. Place a reflecting surface on the plane mirror in contact with the face AC of the prism. So you replace this, put your mirror here, then looking through the face BC of the prism, fix 2 other pins at R1, R3, R4, such that the pins appear to be in a straight line with the images of the pins R1, R2. Remove the prism, the mirror, and the prism and the pins. Draw a line to join pins R4 and R3. Produce R3, R4 to meet the line OP. So all you need, so place your mirror, place your triangular prism, then place your mirror. Then look at it from here with side BC. Whatever you see here, you record. Okay? Now, one thing I want to advise you about this experiment is that you need to be careful, because it may seem as though this plane mirror is not having any effect on this experiment, but do not bother. Where you will find out the importance of the plane mirror is when you get to a place called the critical angle, when you exceed the critical angle. And for every triangular prism of an angle, the one they say we should use is, okay, they say we should use triangular prism. Triangular, I think I should be there. So I think the one they will be provided with should be 60 degrees at this point. So the one should be 60 degrees at this point. So it's going, the critical angle should be 42 degrees. So if you exceed 42 degree, you will no longer see this thing here unless you place the mirror. The mirror is going to act like a kind of a surface that can be able to reflect this back into the mirror. Because according to the principle of total internal reflection, it says that you can only observe total internal reflection when the angle of the incident angle is greater than critical angle. Now, what is critical angle? Critical angle is when is the angle formed at the incident when the refracted angle is equal to 90 degree, when a light is passing through, is passing from a more dense medium to a less dense medium. So these are what we are going to be doing in this experiment. So in order to do the rest of the work, but before we go, we have to answer this question. They said plot a graph of E versus theta. Okay, so the states two precautions taken to ensure accurate results. Said, I ensured pins are reasonably spaced. That word, I ensured, must be used. I ensured pins are reasonably spaced. So that means the pin 1 and pin 2 should be well spaced, about 4 to 5 cm spaced. Then number 2 is I ensured mirrors are firmly attached to the prism. So this mirror that you place here, you have to make sure it attaches to the prism, or don't push the prism out of its outline. Very important. And if you check very well, if you plot the graph of E versus theta, you are going to have this kind of graph, a graph that is negative, a negative graph, because if you notice E is increasing while theta is decreasing. So it will lead you to this kind of graph, whereby your slope is going to be about 0.4 or 5, depending on the prism you used. Well, let's go to laboratory to carry out the experiment. Please don't forget to share this video, like and comment. It's going to help us. Let's go to graph. Anything you don't understand, you ask question for a better clarification. Let's go to the lab for a better one.
Okay, having known what WAEC said we are going to use as apparatus, we're now going to set them up the way we have to. And what I'm holding now is the triangular prism, and I'm going to mark out the outlines according to the instruction of the question. So I'm going to draw the 3 lines. I won't draw them to the end. I'll just mark out the outline, then use my ruler to complete the rest of the lines as you are seeing it now. So I'm going to use this ruler to complete the triangle, because the triangular prism I'm using is a equilateral triangle, such that all the refracting angles are 60 degrees. And the white paper you are seeing is just the paper according to the instruction we are going to use. I will mark this point A, point B, and point C according to the way the question said we should do it. Everything I'm going to do here must be followed duly instruction. So this is my protractor. I need it. I will make a point on the side AB. Make that point. Then ensure that that cross part of the protractor must coincide. Look at that point now I want to make. This point now must coincide with this point I've marked on the side AB. And then that line AB must also coincide with the line on the protractor, that horizontal line on the protractor. All of them must match very carefully. You will not make any mistake. Make sure that lines are all closed, well closed, and there before you mark out your 90 degree. Go to point 90, make that point. Also make out the angle you want to measure at the same time. Count 20, 25, because the same incident angle will be 25. So I'm going to start from 90, 10, this is 10, 20, then half of it is 25. That is the point where I'm going to make. Yes, I'm going to join my line and go 90 first. Sorry, you're not seeing it very well, but then I'm going to make a straight line, join it that place, and mark angle 90 there. That is my angle 90, which I'm going to mark there. That is angle 90. You're seeing it clearly, angle 90. And then I'm going to mark out my incident angle, which was measured 25 cm, 25 degree, not cm. So I'm going to join that line. Then I will produce, once I enter inside that triangle, I will produce it with dotted lines and then extend the line. We'll call it producing the line. It's the same thing, or extending the line. Then I'll call it NO. According to the way the WAEC instruction said I will call it, I will record it 25 degrees. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to replace my triangular prism. Because I've done the major things, and this is my mirror. I have to use a top gum or sellotape or what I mean, spagli or whatever. Carry that mirror and attach it on a block so that it can stand strong. That is the way I'm going to do it. That's the concept I'm going to use for that. Then I'm going to replace my triangular prism. Make sure that they all match. The point A, point B, and point C, they all match with what I drew, because it is from the triangular prism that I made my triangle, so they should match. So, but I have to be careful. I can't just drop it anyhow. Then I'll go to the side AC and carry that the mirror, the refracting mirror, and place there so that they will be thinly attached to each other, but the mirror should not push the triangular prism out of where it should be. Then after that, I will go to that line I made the angle 25 degree. I will put my P1 my pins R1 and R2. Then I will go and view from the side BC. I will view it, whatever I will have to view it very carefully in order to see the two lines. Then after that, I'm going to join the lines. I'm going to remove the pins and join those lines. Yeah, so remove this pin and call it R4. I will also remove that one, call it R3. So this is R4 and this is R3. Then remove this and this and call it R1 and R2 according to the instruction. Then I'm going to join R3 and R4. Join it until they reach the triangle of the side BC. Reach the triangle of the side BC. And then produce it so that you meet the line coming from the incident angle, which is 25 degrees. I'm turning well so that you can see it very well. Yes, I'm producing it. Then draw a thick line. Yes. Now I have drawn it. I have to also make a point and draw my angle 90 so that I can be able to measure my emergent angle. But remember what I said, that cross on the protractor must match on the mark you made. Make out your angle 90 and join your line to the triangle which you have already drawn. Then measure that angle, place it very well, and make sure that the line 90 must meet with the line 90 of the protractor, and the horizontal line meet with the line AC. And then I'll measure the angle from that perpendicular line to that emergent line coming from R3 and R4. So from the perpendicular line to R3 and R4, I'll measure the angle and label it properly, and that is 31 degrees. Then I'm going to measure another angle called theta, and which is T according to the instruction WAEC said. that angle now I'm going to measure it because it's the angle where the emergent ray and incident angle meet. So I'll call it theta, and that theta I recorded it as 62 degrees. And I have done the first one. So let's go to the second one. And remember, whatever you have done with this paper, you must also submit the question. You must also submit the traces with the question. Please, as you are watching this, don't forget to share this video, like, comment and subscribe. And also I may come up with what WAEC want to see. I may come up with a kind of cheat, something that can make it easier for you in the exam hall. But the truth is, what WAEC is bringing may be different from what we are doing here. But this thing is going to help you to understand better. So I'm going to repeat what I have done, but in this case, look at that mark I'm making, where the cross on that protractor must match there. It's very important. Look at that cross there. Yes, must match there, and the horizontal line also match with the horizontal line of the AB of the triangle. Make my point 90 degree and join it to the line AB. Then I also measure angle 30 degrees. I will personally do a video on how to measure these angles. I will do another video only how to measure angles using protractor and the ruler. So this is the angle, and that one is the incident angle. So maybe that angle didn't draw it very well, so I want to redraw it and then probably clean it well. If you make mistake, you can clean it very well. I'm going to place my pin. I will space it very well. That is one of the precautions. It's spaced about 5 cm or 4 cm. This is 30 degrees. That is the incident angle. The only challenge with this question is where to see that pin when you place your triangular prism, but you have to follow the instruction that the question says. You must look through the side they say you must look through, and whatever you see, you must see the two pins on the straight line. You match your own. It's very good you close one eye. You close one eye so that you'll be able to match the straight line. Then I'm going to stay on the side BC to watch it carefully inside the prism, and I have to straighten my pins. And then they must all be on the straight line with what is coming inside the prism. Then I'll remove my reflecting surface, remove my prism, then join the lines. R4, then R3. Then this is R2, and this is R1. Then I'll join the R4 and R3 to the face of the triangle. And then I'll produce the line. Okay, I'm going to continue what I did before and draw my angle 90 again here to ensure that everything I'm doing is very well. Please, ladies, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video this far. The comment section is always there to help you anywhere you need a question you ask. Like I said, I will do another video specially for measurement of these angles and how they can be done. I'll do a special video for that, just to help you. But please, I'm begging you, I'm really begging you, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment, and especially share this to other social media platforms, and that will help us and encourage us to do more. And then this is where we are going to be ending this video for now, and I wish you success in your exam, and God bless you.